And I return. I think. Definitely I return, but I've just been sick today, so hopefully I stay on. So, also, that's another thing. I was having quite a bit of issues with trying to locate. Actually, was this the right idea to here, let me compare. It's kind of stretched. If the stretch is a problem, let me know. But yeah, I went I thought I had to navigate. I was trying to find my way here to Tham Galer. Alright, we begin again. Well, not begin from the start, I'm not doing that. What I'd like to do is have it so I can... Oop, that... Bug. Okay. How am I sounding, by the way? Am I, like, too loud, too quiet? Let me know. Yeah, there we go. I have a wireless mouse now, finally, so I can... Actually, I should do too. There. You... I'm making this so awkward for myself, but I want to just have the screen and a few other things. Didn't quite work, but that's fine. Okay, so another thing I did off stream was adjust it so that I could see all the irrelevant quests or whatever. So even if I'm too high level for it, it won't be either blurred out or impossible to see. Make sure to do that beforehand. And yeah. Also figured out cosmetics. But that's it. all the deeds today. There were also those two over here, right? Probably not the exact... No, well, not this way. Other side of Callum Dame. Oh, dang. I did go too far. Fatty. Maybe I should drop some stuff off first. I mean, I got time, but still. Buy my shit. Browse.
What can I do for you?
Buy my things. my gosh, I get a horse. Wait, no, saddle. Darn it, I want a saddle. I want a horse. I require riding. Darn it. Realmore, the crafting guilds of Middle-earth thank you for all you have done for the free peoples and would like to extend an invitation to speak with our representative, Gulfidr Gulfedanir, at the Crafter's Terrace in Kelandim. We acknowledge your ability as a combatant and invite you to try your hand at a less violent form of work, craftsmanship. You will find that Gulfedanir is an able teacher who can introduce you to pursuits ranging from cooking to scholarly to smithy and everything in between. Sincerely, the crafting guilds of Middle-earth. Outfitting yourself and others. Oh, there you are. Hello. Gulfedanir.
Sweelad Melon, will you stay a moment?
You must be Realmore. I have been awaiting your arrival and am very excited to see that our letter found you well. I'm Gulfedanir, and I am pleased to make your acquaintance. I am here to help you through the very first stages of learning a craft. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. What do I want to be? I want a historian craft.
Hail, friend, and well met.
Historians are unique in that they have access to the scholarly arts, allowing them to research ancient lore and use their discoveries to the advantage of their fellows. In addition, a historian has the more practical talents of cultivating land and forging the blades that are so often spoken of in the histories they study. Do you wish to learn this trade? Yes. Craft vocation. You have trained a craft vocation which will allow you to perform in 3 different craft professions. The trainer has given you some starter tools and a handy guide to explain more about how to advance your career as a crafter. Note that the starter tools are poor quality, and you will want to upgrade them when you can. Alright. I also want to continue the main story, but okay. Yeah, I'll continue. I'll finish up the quests I have going and come back as crafter later. know what? I could upgrade my cosmetics right after this. Unless this, like, brown cape is okay. It's not bad. It's not terrible. Thank you for your efforts here in Nenhithil.
What can I do for you?
I know this handiwork. It is the handiwork of goblins. We must inform the others in Kelondim. If the goblins have grown this aggressive, then we must do what we can to drive them back from our homes. Agreed. Oh.
Stay a moment.
We cannot allow another moment pass. We cannot let another moment pass without informing others of the arrival of the goblins. Perhaps Lord Dorangur's protection is weakening as we make our way to the shores to depart. Or perhaps the enemy grows stronger faster than we expect. Regardless, Rilmore, we must send word back to Kelondim and my superior there. Quickly, return to Leonin, the Glade Watcher, at Kelondim and tell him of what we found. Hello, Purple Stinky. How's it going? You will find Leonin at the docks in Kelondim, northeast of this vale.
Megovanen.
Hurry back to Leonin and report what we found here. He is at Kelondim to the southeast. That's the idea. Also, I between this part, like last part and this part, I set it so that none of the quests would be impossible or blurred out. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. I'm sick though. So I didn't say it properly. I felt midway through, I felt my throat get caught, but yeah, dude. Dude, I miss Lord of the Rings so much though. Dude, it was such a good song. Thank you so much. I hit 80 followers finally. I've been trying to reach 80 for so long. Thank you so much. Oh. It was a bad sign, I realized. Oh, I'll hide this for now. Which one? Oh, whatever. When I couldn't, off the top of my head, recite Aragorn's, like, battle speech for the Black Gate, when I couldn't do that properly, I was like, it's been too long. I need Lord of the Rings in my life. I've been away from it for so long, ever since, you know. There's reasons. But I was thinking of doing a few Lord of the Rings games. Because it's just, I love the world so freaking much, dude. I have other characters. I never got through Shadow of Angmar. Here, I'll show you on the map. I made it to the Lone Lands, right? There's a quest north, oh, they changed the map a lot. Holy crap. Lone Lands. Yeah. Agamar is like in the Red Pass. This is supposed to be like a dungeon, but I had no one to play with. So I did all of this solo. And, you know, like I had a friend I was playing with, but like I was like soaking in everything and he's like trying to like treat it like Warcraft. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't, you know, I've got opinions on that. But like, no, I'm taking Rilmore through to the new expansion and beyond. Like, I want to make this a regular game for me. Because I genuinely, like, this, like, to this day, like, no one has done Lord of the Rings as, like, you know, like a secondary non-Tolkien estate project as well as this game. That and War in the North, but even War in the North was, like, not as good as it could have been. And even though I've beaten that a lot. I might stream War in the North one day, but it is not this day. You know what? I might do it, actually. might do War in the North one day, but after I reach Bree, so that I'm in sync. Another thing I'm thinking of doing with this game, because I know that this is all within a year, like, you know, this is like 3818, and then it doesn't end until 3019. I was thinking of like having how many parts are in a specific day. Because Tolkien was so specific about what days are passing, but most of the game is like over the course of a year, which is not, you know, that's fine. You know, I just think that would be really funny. Part 100 for March the 2nd. You know, I think that would be kind of funny too. But no, I love Lord of the Rings, and I really want to get really into this game. But I also know that I'll be playing a lot of it by myself, but that's fine. I don't mind. Like, I'm just soaking in the entire game, basically, and streaming it so I can share with everybody. My Govanen, I will engage in trade if that is what you wish, but I will not accept coins. Such things are not the way of the elven folk, and I will hold to our traditions.
Greetings to you.
This discovery is worrisome. I will see that this information is passed along to Lord Dorangur at Duiland. We never would have learned of this if not for you, Rilmore. We are in your debt. Oh, badass. Yeah, this character is on Laurelin. Because I wanted to do an RP server back when I was making all my characters, and they're all on the same server. So, my first character was a man, and he was from like, I made sure his backstory was as North Ranger as possible, like a perfect Dunedain. And yeah, he was in Crick Hollow, but everyone else is in Laurelin.
Grey is the shadow upon my heart.
Does Bregar still endeavor to turn aside my path? The elf's eyes widen as he reads the scroll. And curse the faithless ship that bore him far from Nimrodel. Though it is a sad tale, this was ever a favorite of mine. It tells of Amroth and Nimrodel, their parting and the coming of such sadness to Lothlorien, home of my kindred. Bregar is right. There is much to be done here before we go. I will not carry my pain about board the white ships and bring it to the west. Thank you for helping me to understand, Rilmore. I got a thing on my head. I must discuss the shortage needs of my next ship with Bregadur. He is the Cooper here in Kalandim. I'm also a very slow reader. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Like... Oh, hello? What the heck? Let me talk... Bros. Hey, dude. The elf twins. Hello, half-elven folk. The thing is, okay, hang on. You arrived in Kalandim with the sons of Elrond 1 month ago. And the time soon approaches to sail to Mithlond. However, Elrond's decision to offer you a choice of whether to leave Middle-earth or remain to aid its people have weighed heavily on you during your travels. The elf, Terthon, has also come to sail to the west and you have spent much time together in preparation for your journey since Eladan and Elrohir departed Evelion. It's not, by the way, it's not Edhalion, it's Evelion. Because I read the appendices so many times. Sorry. The time has at last come to the journey to the west. And Terthon awaits you at the docks of Calandim. That just started the game. Brilmore, have you heard the good tidings? The time has come to sail. The time has come at last to sail to Mithlond and to blessed Valinor. We have waited over only 1 month, but each day has seemed a year since we arrived in Calandim. The burdens of this realm shall soon be behind us, but I am curious if the sons of Elrond found what they sought in the ruins of Ethelion. I have heard many tales of the sorrowful history of that place, and how it came to ruin by the hand of a disreputable dwarf named Skorgrim Dourhand, and it has laid empty for many long years now. I wonder if anything remains to be found there. I have never walked up the shores of the Blessed Realm, but I have heard many tales of Valinor. Your forebears who once dwelt there, did they not? Did you as well? Terthon paused a moment and studies your face. You look restless, my friend. What troubles you on such a joyous day? Okay. My character is from Gondolin, and I decided to start reading through the Fall of Gondolin again afterwards. So, yeah, I was like, yeah, it was interesting. I read that the same way. I now can't read things unless I'm reading it out loud because I just get like, I start drifting my eyes a little bit. So it's like I've practiced this narrator voice a lot. What troubles you, Rilmore? You tell Terthon that your thoughts are drawn to your friends and kin, to the choice that was given to you to remain in Middle-earth if you so wish it. Why would you wish to remain here? As you must know well, the lands of Valinor heal all ills and replenish your spirits. Concerns of this realm are ours no longer. Terthon senses that his words have not convinced you. I see. Perhaps you should reflect upon your paths. Perhaps you should reflect upon the paths of your friends and kin to guide you. You reflect on the decisions of Elrond Halfelven, once the Herald of Gil-galad. Oh, really quick. I chose, since I'm a high elf, I got to be in the Last Alliance. I didn't think that would be the opener, but that was so cool to like stand beside was it Nimrodel? No, it's Amroth. Amroth was there. Elrond, the Gil-galad, obviously. So like, and I've been in a coma. It's been more than 9 years. It's been exactly 3,018 years since the day. So yeah, so now it's like yesterday the Last Alliance happened, or a month now. Like I had no time to experience the Third Age, so I'm in a Second Age. I was there, Gandalf. I was there when I got pwned by the frickin' Witch King and got sent into the future. Oh, so sick. That was a really cool opening. I have it on my YouTube. Isildur! It should have ended that day. But men are assholes. I have it so that, like, Rilmore has, like, no respect for the race of men, but dwarves are alright. And so, because... Okay, that's the thing in the game. I was testing this out because my friend put on a challenge that... using my points or whatever, that I couldn't attack, right? Oh, shush you. Just kidding. But what happened in the game is, after you go to the forward garrison and helped everybody out, you come back after you help out Glorfindel, best character in the lore, by the way. Help Glorfindel out. You come back. Isildur and Anarion are there, and Elendil, and everybody's there, right? All the hosts of men are there, ready to take on the Moranon, right? but I'm going out to rescue on a recon mission to help an elf friend, and that's when the story like it becomes personal and stuff and everything, and that's when you come across Amaroth and everything. It's really cool. It's so cinematic, and I loved it. Um, um, oh, always. He always is. You kidding me? So what happened though is my friends had it so that I wasn't allowed to kill anything or counter. So I had to go 5 minutes without doing any attacking. So I'm like, maybe I can get things killed. If I can't kill anything, maybe I can get other things killed, like the goblins and orcs and such, by dragging them into the garrison. The dwarves, Durin's folk only sent about 100, it turns out, right? I don't know. I haven't decided, but I mean, you can do you can use the rupees or whatever, but I don't mind. But in terms of debuff, I have no clue for in game. I'm just playing this as best I can. I don't know all the cool gimmicks. Okay, but like as I was retreating, right? The dwarves, these dwarves who set up all this stuff, Durin's folk sent like nobody, just 100 guys. But these 100 guys, their AI defended me from the orcs, and this massive host at the back of a Isildur and Inarian did absolutely nothing. They did absolutely nothing for me. So I am freaking angry at the race of... That's built into my character's backstory now. Isildur's folk did nothing for me, and a bunch of dwarves who weren't even there in a committed way in the Battle of Daggerlad. They were just there for some technical stuff. They stood up for me when the whole host of men did not. I will always remember that as a gaming moment for me in this game. So that's implemented in Realmore's story now. Oh, I love it. Yeah. Well, I thought I was gonna fight side by side with a friend, but it turns out my friends are assholes. You've changed. Oh, man. But I'm curious if the dialogue's gonna change a little bit from the game. Because I know being an elf is different from a high elf, because elf is just like you start in north in Ered Luin and with different stuff, because that was my previous character. But high elf is like you're an first elf of the first age. Like arguably you might have been at the kinslaying, right? My thought is that maybe I was at the kinslaying, fully committed to Feanor's oath and everything like that, walk the grinding ice, you know, but then like but I was left with Finarfin, right? Or Fingalfin, right? And then I like, yeah, so then the fact that Gondolin fell too is just like, crap. Well, I'm not going back. I gotta make this right. That's the idea. That's my whole headcanon for the character. So I wonder if any of the living elves, like Glorfindel and Elrond and all of them, Elrond acknowledged me for the backstory, but like anyone else from the Lost Alliance, if they acknowledge me in the dialogue, that would be so cool for me. Just like, yeah, we're buddies. We fought together. I was basically one of the other generals, like, because I was from Gondolin. So I don't know. I feel really I'm already invested in my character in the world, and that is a testament to the the way the game's set up for this. So kudos to the writers for that. Thank you. All right, you reflect on the decisions of Elrond Half-Elven, once the herald of Gilgalad, whose time in the realm draws near to its ending. You consider Elrond's words, for he said that you must depart, that you might depart for the uttermost west if you truly wished it, and that the burdens of this realm no longer fall to you. You consider that he kept you in Ladris for that the choice might one day be yours, rather than sending you to revive in the uttermost west. Thank you. Your reflection on the path of Elrond fills you with wisdom. As it always should. That's why he's the GOAT. Brithil Wynn has always been a brilliant vintner. Her guidance has created some of the finest wines. Bro! Okay, am I crazy for always wishing Glorfindel was like white tressed? I know Glorfindel literally means gold tressed, but if you've ever played Battle for Middle Earth 2, where he's like the main character and like shit, who voiced him? You know, the guy who fucking voiced sorry language, voiced Nathan Drake from Uncharted. You know exactly what I'm talking about? He voices everybody. Anyways, he voiced Glorfindel in that game, and he was like white tressed, and he was like, you know, like basically followed the same path as Gandalf because he fought a Balrog in the past, and that's why he was like basically Glorfindel the White. I love that interpretation of the character so much because he like ties in every age into like a neat bow. And he has a tie-in with my character because we're both like he was a Lord of Gondolin. You reflect upon the path of Glorfindel, who has remained in Middle-earth to stand against the evils of the enemy and the most vile of his servants. You think upon Glorfindel's deeds in the elder days of the world, and how his resolve has never faltered, even when confronted with death. And a Balrog, Gothmog, and everything. Fills you with hope. Because he's awesome. I've come a long way from Greenwood the Great. There is still one journey left for me. Left to me. Oh, Harthelin! Dude, is this the dude who died, right? No, he was my buddy for the... You reflect upon the decisions of your dearest friend Harthelane, who has chosen to remain in Middle-earth and free it of evils before the time comes to bequeath it to men. You consider her duty to the people of this realm, and that her hope, and that she hoped... I'm sorry. You consider her duty to the people of this realm, and that she hoped that you might remain to aid her in the battles against the evils of the world. That was a wrong sentence, darn. You consider her duty to the peoples of the realm, and that she hoped that you might remain to aid her in the battles against the evils of the world. I could have used like a comma or something. But that's okay. Game's still flawless. 10 out of good. Círdan! Let's see that beard. Let me see the beard. Where's his beard? He has no beard. The fact that he has no beard is just like, I don't know. I don't know if I can accept that. You reflect upon the decisions of Círdan the shipwright, who remained in Middle-earth that others of his kin might depart for the blessed realm of Valinor. I don't think he even mind. He's so patient for just, like, can you imagine, like, okay, this is a cool area, right? But can you imagine not leaving or going anywhere or very far anyway and doing much for so long? And not just being tempted to be like, okay, but how far is the border? Like, I know for a fact if it was like a human instinct to just go to the very edge of where the world turns back and all turns to silver glass. Like, where's the exact spot? Just like, okay, and I'm going to put out a stretching pole to just see, oh, there it goes. Okay, that's where the earth folds into a man. Looks like you have a good haul today, friend. Yeah, yeah. You never be tempted by that. The fact that you wouldn't be, that's character. You reflect upon the path of Gil-galad, the High King of the Elves, and the bravery he possessed as he fought and fell to purge the evils of Morgoth and Sauron from the world. You consider the loss of the elf, Thelaron, and the pain of losing a companion during the war as Gil-galad did. You consider the loss of your king, and you understand that his sacrifice... You understand what his sacrifice meant for the peoples of Middle-earth. You reflect upon Gil-galad. It fills you with... Fills you with Undertale. I mean, my king fought for Middle-earth, and it wasn't just for one age, right? Ah, so you return. Where has your reflection led you, friend? Rilmore. You tell Terathon that you desire to remain in Middle-earth. It is not the choice I make, but I understand it, friend. You have made it your purpose to confront the forces of evil wherever they take hold, and though it does not seem so in Kelondim, it is true that great evils are again at work in this realm. You see, while you were reflecting, Eladan and Elrohir arrived in Kelondim and asked to speak with you at once. I told them I would deliver their request when you returned, and they now wait for you near the stablemaster. My path leads to the uttermost west, but it seems yours now leads elsewhere. May the Valar guide you, and may you one day come to find peace in Valinor. Hey guys. I saw you guys earlier while I was reflecting. You didn't come in different, or whatever. Alright. Rilmore, I'm glad you have not yet departed. I feared we would be too late. Illidan and Elrohir's faces betray grave concern. There are grim forces at work in Ered Luin, my friend. The terrible gaunt lord, Ivar, has bound vile spirits to the corpse of the dwarf lord Skorgrim, and now the Dour Hands think him their leader reborn. Our forces escaped, and now the enemy has beguiled the Dour Hands into his service. Elrohir gives Illidan a knowing look. Indeed, the truth must be told, brother. When Father spoke of the shadow in the east, he spoke of Sauron. The Dark Lord has returned once more, Rilmore, and he has sent his servants across the many lands of this realm in search of the ring that was lost. If Sauron recovers the ring, no host shall remain to stand against him, and all will be lost. The time shall soon come when the peoples of this realm are called to war, and I beg that you remain to guide them and make safe the lands of Middle-earth. It is a great demand to make of one as storied as you, and at so final an hour, but I would not ask it if the need were not dire. It shall soon be a realm of men, and it must survive for them to inherit it. I beg you. Will you remain? You tell Eladan and Elrohir that you have chosen to remain in the realm of Middle-earth. To have you among the forces that stand against Sauron brings me new hope for the days that lie ahead. You shall aid the folk in Kelondim and the lands beyond to hone your skills for the battles that surely await us. When the time comes, we shall call on you to join us. Heck yeah. It's epic.
Hail, friend, and well met.
Your news gladdens my heart, Rilmore, and I am eager to walk among the ruins as I once did, with the sky over my head and the sun on my face. The cool shadows cast by the walls will no longer be a reminder of the shadow in the east, but of respite and restoration.
You may be of service to me.
My brother Kalangil is standing at Duiland, our refuge to the north. Like me, he also strives to restore the old places to their pristine state, and may need your help. Follow the road to the high ground above Kelondim, then make your way north through a gap in the hills to reach the refuge. I will do just that.
Swilide Melan.
Let me just. Oh, you can only use one at a time. Okay, yeah, makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Good. I know it's here, but I'm not traveling. I'm going every step of the way. On foot until I get a horsey. Reindeer.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
It is my privilege to aid with the construction of the white ships that bring the Eldar into the east, into the west. But I have wondered of late if there was any improvement, even of small value, that might be made to the wood we use for that purpose. If you know a scholar of some skill, I would appreciate any minor woodworking lore you might be able to acquire. Thank you for your assistance. I have one or two small relics I can give you for your trouble.
What do you need?
May Gavanen, may I help you?
No. Maybe later. Alright. Any more quests around here? Oh, there's the... May your creations bring joy to those who need them. Is this dude like way out of town? Because I could fast travel, right? Yeah, he's way out of town. So be it. I'll take the fast travel. Or not fast travel, of course. Stable.
May Gavanen.
Belong. The estate over there. Balathlorn, right? That's the homesteads over there. I used to live over there. And then I lost my home because I was away too long. I really wanted a home in Thorin's Gate. But yeah. I wanted that to be like my buddy in my estate home, but then he dropped off and I was like, okay. I'm playing solo, I guess. Plus I think there are new homes, right? I think it was Dol Amroth where there are new homes. I don't know. Dismount. Where's dismount? Here it is. Gimme. Dynamic layers. Dynamic layers are used when there are multiple copies of the area, you're currently in. This means even though another player is in the same area as you, you might not be able to interact with them. However, you are able to transfer another layer to another layer by joining a fellowship. Once in the fellowship, you can transfer to the same layer as the leader of the fellowship by clicking on the dynamic layer alert in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Makes sense. It's a nice little plaza area, though. Any quests here? They just wanted to show me. Hang on. Darn it. Let me sit. I want to sit on it. There's still a quest marker. Why is there still a quest marker? Interior quest location. Anyone know what that means? Okay, until I have an explanation, I'm going elsewhere.
Maid of Arnon, might you spare a moment of your time?
Welcome to the festival, friend. I see that you would like to participate in the dancing and rejoicing that occurs when the festival comes to the valley. I too would love to dance in joyous merriment. Every 20 minutes, I will lead a dance in celebration of the festival. I would love for you to come and join me when the time has come. It is repeatable and okay. What? New dances. Wait for the elf celebration. Begin. Don't leave the dance area. Uh-oh. But what if I want to leave?
How may I be of service to you? Maid of Arnon, may I help you? Sweetlight Melon, how may I be of service?
I left the dance area.
Greetings to you.
Okay, what I'd like to do is start selling stuff. Alright, well, I guess this is
Maid of Arnon, might you spare a moment of your time?
elf dance. Get to learn elf dance. That's cool. Alright, let's see what my emotes are. Almost pressed the X on the screen. Almost exited out of the game. No! How do I dance? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's not what I... What are you doing? Well, it's on the shield, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna put the shield. Is it time yet? Please let it be time. Where's the quest? Here we go. The dance leader is in Luin, near the stables. Wait for the elf to celebrate to begin. Follow instructions. It's festival time. A time of dance and celebration. Come dance with the elves and learn their steps. Okay. do want to know what my social panel contains tools for seeing who else is online. Blah 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 blah. Fantastic. Not what I want. Traits. Nope. How do I find my emotes? Enhance character. No. Where do I go? What do I do? The dance will begin now, thank goodness. Now, shall we dance? The dance begins now. You must follow the steps I call out. What? I failed? How did I fail? What the heck? Arrest. Oh, forget it. Rolmore is not interested in dancing, I guess. The last time I danced, Gondolin was still beautiful.
Megovanen.
So, Thinglair has succeeded in driving the darkness back from Thamgalair. With your aid, I too have such a task before me. But, alas, I have no trinket from Rivendell to aid me. I do know much of the herbs of these lands, however, and can mix a draught that should serve to purify the nearby ruins. Will you lend me your aid in this endeavor?
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Yes. You have decided to help me? Excellent. There is a draught I know the making of that should cleanse the taint from the ruins of Dol Ringwest. I have most of the ingredients I need, but there is one remaining herb. A fragrant herb that grows on the shores of the river, running north to south below Duiland. 'Tis a simple matter to gather it, and I would do so myself, but the brewing it is at a delicate stage right now, and I must keep a close eye upon it. Would you gather the herbs I need, Rolmore? Yes. Can I zoom this out? I want to see more of the, Oh yeah, I have hope. Your heart is light. And it's all thanks to Glorfindel, because he's best dude. Okay, where's the river, though? Oh, I have to go down. Like, way down. Okay. Fine. Really? Hang on. Shouldn't be. There it is. Oh. Uh-oh. Out. And now I'm slow. The damage. 8 seconds. Alright, cool. I remember falling one time. It was the pyramid out in Archit. And I was I broke my leg. And it was for like half an hour or something. The herb gives off a thick, leafy scent, and its stem is moist with dew that never seems to dry. Don't do it. I'll fight you. Almost there. It's a big hill.
What can I do for you?
Ah, there, just in time. The last step of the process is to add the herbs you have collected for me. After that, it simply needs to steep for a few minutes, and the drought will be complete.
Will you lend me your ear?
The drought is ready. All that remains is for it to be sprinkled upon the grounds within the ruins of Dol Ringwest. It will encourage and speed the growth of the natural vines that one often finds in such places. So much so that by the end of the next spring, the ruins will be buried in the great mass of them. In but a short time, they will reduce the ruins to naught but rubble, returning them to pristine nature once again. To you I offer the honor of this task, for I find now that I cannot bring myself to destroy the place that I once loved so, even in its decrepit state. Pour the drought onto the ground beneath the two towers that remain standing amongst the ruins. Time and forces of nature will do the deed with no further help from us. Item usage. Item quests may require that you use an item in your inventory when certain conditions are met, such as being in the proper location. The quest tracker will alert you as to when you are in the right spot. A cause for concern.
Will you lend me your ear?
My duty to this land will not be complete until the terror that brought ruin here is ousted. Your efforts thus far have been in earnest, and prove that you too desire the land restored and cleansed of the evil wrought hereon. While in the ruins, I would ask that you seek out the leader of the goblins there, Durglup. He is a particularly nasty goblin, and should not be underestimated. You will find this creature within the confines of Dol Ringwest, to the west of Dweland. Return to me when the beast is slain. Oops. Alright. Off to Dol Ringwest. Should probably change the UI later so that it can... And health. Oops. Be gone. Nope. All right. Well, that's the combo. I remember the combo now. Where's this guy? Hang on. Wanted to read it. Kalangil has prepared this mixture of herbs and water to begin the healing process of the land under his care. Nice. I wish it was a little clearer where it was, but okay. Alright. We also got a cause for concern over here. I like that wardens have a ranged weapon. So whenever I get stunned like this, it's like, can I just move? Or can I attack from here? But I'm not an archer. Yeah, so warden's nice. Alright, where is this guy? There you are. Why are we yelling? Alright, the deed is done. Now just to get out of here. Ooh, wooden chest. I lost the wooden chest. I don't know where it went. It ran away. What is this double? Oh, that's it. Oh, that's awesome. Double them up, and then gambit. I like that one. If it ever hits. Will it hit? Barely. Yeah, I need to stun. Wait, what? Cleansing the ruin. Wait, I'm not done? Oh dear. Alright. Good thing I get Lotaro points with for killing you guys. Now I return to him. Decline for now. Maybe someone else would from stream can, like, I'll join if you're from stream. And like we start a fellowship and it's like, and I'm like, oh, by the way, I stream, and just like, oh, but I hate streaming. It's too much pressure. I don't want to do that. What I do want though is a horse. Although I can be knocked off horse, right? Yeah, which always sucks. Maybe I'll just be walking across Middle Earth this whole time. I'll do it. I can do it. No problem. I'm 1000% down for that.
Sweet-eyed Melon, will you stay a moment?
The Autumn Revel is my favorite time of year, and among our traditions, Mirarink, or troves and trickery, is my favorite tradition. If you wish to participate, go through Dweeland seeking those who will challenge you. Listen well to what they tell you, then perform some trick which might relate to their words. Would you be interested in playing? Sure. What about you?
Meg of Onnen.
Okay. Oh. I thought I was supposed to have my icons up. Alright, fine, I'll come back to her.
What can I do for you?
It is good to know that the threat posed by this creature is no more. I thank you for your efforts there. I will ever recall your deeds this day, Rilmore. Sweet.
How may I be of service to you?
Why is it slowing? Can't do that right now. Okay, fine. Deal with my cosmetics then. My tunic. Oh, there we go. There we go. Another. That's another one. I like that one better. Why can't I have my shield? I'm confused. Whatever.
What do you need? What do you need? Maid of Annen.
Thank you, Rilmore. It pains me that I shall never again walk among the spires, which I remember from my youth. But better this than to leave Middle-earth with the knowledge that they are a home for creatures of darkness.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
As Thinglair sent you to me, so might I ask a final favor of you. Our youngest brother has also taken this onus upon himself and likely requires aid, as he has not yet returned to us. If you can help him, I would be grateful. Be warned that the lands of Lin, the north, are considered more dangerous than our domain, and our brother is likewise of hotter temperament, as befits his task in that place. I last saw him among the ruins near the shore of the Grimwater, a small lake northeast of the dwarf outpost we call Gundamon. He is likely still there. Alright, I gotta fix this. Okay, what was it? Combat? No. UI. Loading quests. Did I get all this? I was sure I put on the option to accept quests even if they're too low level. Like, I don't care if they're too low level. I Googled it and everything. Automatically fill... Tracker... Miscellaneous. Show... Trainable quests. Trivial quests. Show trivial quest icon in radar. That should enable it, right? Talk to... Okay, does anyone understand how to do that then? I'm really curious. Okay, well, until then, I'd like to figure that out before I finish everything in Ered Luin, but all right, this guy can take me to no, I'll take one. I'll take the scenic route. That's irritating though, just because I'm too high level. Onward. I leave Dwelon behind. Hungry mouths to feed. Oh, right, that was that quest I was doing for the dwarf. I was trying to find a rabbit carcass and I was having troubles. Get a rabbit carcass and all the traps. Is there a rabbit in this one? It's empty. Of course it is. I might just press on. Defendable! Here. The icon's pointing me in this direction. Show me the trap. One thing I always loved about the movies of Lord of the Rings, and I'm glad that they implemented in this too, is the is good use of woodwind instruments. Like it is very like it's breathing music. You know what I mean? It might sound a bit silly, but the Grey Havens. Can I even go to the Grey Havens yet? Which of these am I taking? Might get more Where does that lead? Faces of the dwarves. Gondamon. Few of the guards here were even in the Battle of Five Armies. Brace yourself for my horrible dwarvish accent. Lost a few friends to the mountains. I did. We don't want to anger the mine. This is a worthy post, but sometimes I yearn for the glory of the goblin strife to the south. Coffee.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
Our huntsmen are skilled, but this year's hunt has proven particularly difficult. What with the cold and the wretched dour hands, I have found myself short of supplies for the coming winter. You can help us by bringing in some bear meat. There are plenty of bears in the wilds around Gondamon, especially to the north. We will preserve and store the meat for the coming months.
At your service and your families. Greetings, traveler. Will you stay a moment?
The hunters who have been plying the forests north of Gondamon have come to me with stories of being threatened or even attacked by those backstabbing dourhand brigands. If you're of a mind to lend us a hand, you could head out there and deal with the treacherous Thinbeards. They need to learn not to meddle with the hunters of Gondamon. The dourhands have built a small camp to the north of here, in the hills somewhere. You will find plenty of heads to break there, I'll warrant. Stupid dourhands.
Come and stay a moment.
The wind coming down from the mountains make my bones ache year round. But even the younger sentries here feel the chill when the days grow short. We could use more pelts to make blankets and clothing in preparation for the coming winter. There is no shortage of wolves prowling in the wilds, especially to the west. I expect you will have no difficulty obtaining some furs for me. Wolves are vile creatures, but at least their fur is warm. I'm off to the Shire with a load of ore. They've a little hole in the ground they call a quarry, but it doesn't yield any ore. A dark shadow lies across Ered Luin. Is this true? Gardevoir's son? Gardevoir. Gardevoir's son has been taken by the dwarves? This is grievous news, if it can be believed. Goblins are fell creatures that rely on treachery and deceit, and the dwarves have ever coveted the precious things of the elves. Capturing Averthal might be the first step in some dwarf scheme to seize some of the relics we keep at Dweland and Kelondim. I thought the dwarves had put their envy of our people behind them, but if this is true, It seems they may still begrudge us our relics and things of beauty.
Maid of Honor, might you spare a moment of your time?
I will see if I can learn anything from the dwarves here. Mathai Stouthand is the Lord of Gondamon, and he has spoken openly to me in the past. I will judge his conversation to see if he is hiding something. Do not betray what we have learned to anyone but an elf. The dwarves will surely raise their guard if they gain any suspicion of what we know. This I do know. There is an encampment of strange dwarfs to the north of Gondamon. You should go there and seek out Aglarchen. Aglarchen? He went in search of Avarthol there and has yet to return. Find Aglarchen there. Learn if the dwarves of the lowlands, at least, have turned against us. Be cautious, for the dwarves may be hostile.
Maid of Honor, might you spare a moment of
If
your
whites
time?
stir the bones of the ancient Edain, then an evil has arisen in these mountains which we should all fear. The fell spirits that stir the bones of the dead are servants of Angmar, the witch king of old, and the shadow in the east. I must ask you to seek out this evil and put whatever end you may to it before its darkness spreads. Take this elfstone to Glamir. He dwells now in the ruins to the northeast of Gundamon, in the southern end of the Grimwater. Savi Scrollbearer.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
If we are to defeat the goblins of Rath Tarag and the sneaking dour hands that even now remain in the hidden corners of the Blue Mountains, we'll need to make better use of the resources we have available. The wild lands around Gundamon are a bounty of such resources. If we don't make full use of them, we might as well be giving them to the goblins. If you know a scholar of some skill, I would have him prepare for me some minor metalsmithing lore of some minor woodworking lore. Armed with them, I can surely prepare a plan for better using what we have. I will pay you for your efforts, of course. Oh, it's for crafting quest. I haven't even begun my crafting quest for back in Kalandine.
Will you stay and speak with me a moment?
Stranger. Oh gosh. Stranger, please tarry and heed my plea. My brother Galer Golden Tongue was a great warrior. Curse my treacherous tongue. I should say he is a great warrior, but I fear for his life. Though he is a doughty fighter, Galir longs for peace. Even against the advice of our elders in Thorin's Hall, he felt that there must be a way to come to some sort of understanding with the Dourhands. So he and some companions set out for the great Dourhand encampment to the north of Gundamon. I think he went to the westernmost of the camps, the larger one. He did not return from his mission. Please seek him out, and if he is slain, return to me with the news so we might seek our revenge on his murderers. You will know my brother easily by his gleaming shield, a great heirloom of our family. This is starting to kill my tongue, or my throat. Good day, how may I help you? You have a quest, give me your request. Some of the mightiest warriors in Thorin's Hall are posted here to stop the goblin... Yeah. Incursion? I've no time to talk. I must keep the watch. Alright. Oh, come on. Thought I could land that. Alright. What are these dour hands up to? Those pelts are mine. I'm going the wrong way. Yeah. I'm not going to Nogland yet. Sick 'em. Like haunches. There. Thought I did. Maybe the meat wasn't good enough. dour hands around here? There's one. Scouting the dour hands. I've discovered Ringdale. Uh-oh. That's the whole mob. Nope. Almost. Sturdy. I need sturdy dour hands as well. I need to start healing. Yeah, but where are the... They're all warriors. I don't want the warriors. Oh, they're all... Sturdy dour hand, there you are. Okay. That's a stir. Nope, not that one. Not that one. No. Get over here. Fool to come here, Longbeard. Oh crap, it's the sundered shield. No! This beautiful shield has been almost cut through by a vicious axe stroke. Unforgivable. This is up here. Elfstone. It's over there. Anything else to slay? Oh yeah, wolves. Adeline. quests. Oh yeah, I've got 40. Nice. I need to just start picking them all up. The shadow of the enemy looms in Alvaline.
Swilad Melon.
My brother Kalangil sent you? I fear that both my brothers and I have sorely underestimated the depth of the defilement of these once bountiful lands. Even with your help, I am not sure we can do more than stem its growth, much less destroy it. Nevertheless, I am grateful to have your aid. When you have rested a bit, let us discuss what steps we can take to deal with this sorrowful blight.
Hail, friend, and well met.
Greetings, High Elf. I receive few visitors here at my old home, at my home of old, but I am sure you did not come to listen to tales of yore. What brings you to these wasting halls? You say the evil wights roam the barrows to the northeast of my home? It is indeed well that Gaelfin sent you to me, and with the Elfstone. I have a task for you if you are willing.
Megovanen, might you spare a moment of your time?
Eastern Hothlane is home to some ancient burial mounds of the Edain, the men who lived here in a past age. We have received reports of evil wights stalking these barrows and mounds. Such creatures are mere corpses animated by fell spirits, not the relics of the spirits of men. As such, they are irredeemably evil, and it is our duty to exterminate them without compunction. I do not know why these creatures are abroad in these dark days, but I suspect some working of the enemy. Be that as it may, I ask you to destroy the bodies of these evil creatures, and send their spirits back to the shadow from whence they came.
Greetings, friend. Will you lend me your ear?
I have sorry news indeed, Rilmore. I have discovered the source of the evil that haunts this place. It seems that in the years of Arnor's wars with Angmar, the Witch King sent fell spirits to stir the bones of the dead within the mounds of the Edain. We thought this foul sorcery was performed only upon the mounds of the Barrow Downs in Cardolan. But alas, we were wrong. Wights stalk our lands, and we knew it not. Please, forgive me, Rilmore, but I must ask you to fight these horrible things. Try to loosen their grip in Hothlane, while I search for a more permanent means of ridding the land of their presence.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
This land has been sullied before by the dwarves in their keep on the hill, and more recently by half-orcs in Krebine. Now wicked spiders have entered the land, slaughtering the wildlife and endangering travelers. Thankfully, these evil creatures have so far only been found in the furthest northeast reaches of Hothlane, but these lands would be better for their absence. Seek out the evil spiders and drive them from their lairs in Hothlane.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Talath Hondrin, the region of Hothlane to the east, was once known as the Shipwright's Grove in Western, and it is there that many of the famed vessels of the elves were built in days long past. The corruption that haunts it now is much greater than I or my brothers have imagined. Something malignant and evil lurks there now. Something must be done. If you would help me, then seek out the spiders that infest Talath Ondrin east of here and collect the sticky spinnerets they use to ensnare their victims. It will take me time, but I may one day discern where these horrors gain their potence.
Might you lend me an ear?
You there. Perhaps you can help with a small dispute.
While I was away among the barrows to the northeast hunting for loose trinkets, I saw an old bony wight wandering about the mounds. Fortunately, it didn't notice me, and the sight fairly froze my blood. Now my friend Galti doesn't believe me. He claims there are no barrow wights out among the old Dane mounds, but he's been no further than the mounds near Gondaman, and those don't seem to be haunted at all. It's only the mounds off the ways to the northeast. You look doughty enough to face down a wight or two. Perhaps you would go out to those barrows and collect a trophy to prove I wasn't seeing things. I will pay you for the service.
Will you stay and speak with me a moment?
I wonder if I could trouble you for a moment. A friend of mine, Bercy, struck out on his own to a grove northeast of Keladul to collect herbs for his recipes. I warned him of the threat of vicious spiders in the area, but he laughed them off. Bercy is a good fellow and a fine cook, but he can be a bit addle-brained at times. My annoyance has turned to worry. Set a dwarf's mind at ease and search for him, will you? I'm sure he's just lost track of time, but still. The spider lair is northeast of Keladul, but what with those wretched dour hands about, I would counsel you to take the long way around the port. Oh, I should have done some selling.
May I help you?
Yes. I would really like to be able to get some storage. Oops. I wasted that. My bad.
May I help you?
Don't need these just yet. Two-handed sword. Do I want to use two? No. Is that good? Wait, can I? Why aren't I using my cape? Or my new shield? Where's my new shield? Map. That's what I want. I should return to Gondamon. We'll get back to Gondamon and then see how things are going.
strayed a bit here. Make it a whole lot 240. Good. Warning the garrison. I'll just head back. It has been my proud duty as a hunter these many years, to supply the people of the lowlands with both food and safety. How can I aid you?
At your service.
Ah,
and
good.
your families.
That should teach the dour hands a little lesson. You have done us a fair favor, Rilmore, and helped ensure that Gundamon remains secure over the coming winter months. Let me see if I can find a suitable reward for you. The only thing I can use, isn't it? It's better than Bragar's Blade. I'll use it.
I am at your service.
Thank you for bringing in this bear meat. I will see that it is properly salted and stored for the winter months. Boots of the strongest... Hang on. Boots of the strongest leather. Swords of the mightiest steel. Gundamon Market, from whence all treasures come.
What do you want?
This is what I feared, but I could not bring myself to admit it. This shield bears mute testimony to the treachery of the dour hands. You have my thanks for these dark tidings.
Might you lend me an ear?
You have done me a great service, ill though your news was received. These vile dour hands, how dare they? Galir came to them to talk of peace, but they cut him down like a goblin. I will have my revenge. Our elders watch me too closely, for they know my temper. I cannot fight the dour hands myself, but you. A while back, an elf came here looking for information about the dour hands. He thought they might be up to something truly terrible. He said his name was Glamir. I sent him toward the woods northeast of Gondamon. Seek him out. Maybe he knows the whereabouts of Skeethery Blackhand, the leader of the dour hands, at the fortified eastern camp. My brother might have been slain at his orders. A grim and deadly warrior he is. Seek Glamir to learn Scathy's whereabouts and wreak my vengeance upon Scathy's head.
What large teeth you have? Probably. Oh my gosh, I get 3 gambits now. Holy crap. I'm down. Nice. You know what? Oh, there's my... Alright. I tried. Yeah, there he is.
Greetings.
The dwarves of Gundamon will be grateful for these pelts when the winter arrives, Relmore. Thank you.
And with the broken leg, I think I'll call it a night. Alright, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome.